Part 2.
Wow. The first 2 days were a bit like actually it was manageable till it wasn't. Yeah. It was like I can live with this, and then after a while I was like, okay, I can't live with this now.
So good morning.
Morning, guys.
Part 2. Everyone is asking when is part 2.
Yeah.
141,000 views.
Oh, wow, in a day?
In a day.
Damn.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. Actually, a lot of people went up to me. I think like a few actors have a Hilux din eh. So they were like, dude, you're building a Hilux? Like, oh yeah, with Angie. So they're actually nakaabang din for this video.
Oh,
so
cool.
Just gonna enjoy this one.
Yeah, because I don't think everyone wants to go all out. Remember, we were talking about it. It's too easy to go all out.
Yeah.
But it becomes impractical for...
I think, if you ask me, parang I think the off-road culture was a bit oversaturated the past few years. I mean, I am... I am part of that statistic.
Yes.
Right? I think that's fair to say if you see my Jeep. But for me, I kind of want, like I was telling you, I wanted to go the opposite route.
Yes.
Yeah, I wanted to go the other route.
After we met, you ended up putting in the mud flap.
I bought the spoiler, the one that they recalled.
The rear spoiler, okay, the rear spoiler.
I couldn't stop myself with the spoiler, so I bought na lang. I couldn't wait for Toyota to give me the new version. So I got the old one, but with a bracket.
Today we're doing all the little tasteful things, the tow hitch points, the undershield.
Yeah.
And then we have big brake kit. I hope it's going to fit the wheel. So we're actually going to test it on the wheel before we even remove anything. Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, me and my team was going to do the install. We're going to meet the owners also from RideMax, so that's pretty exciting.
Cool.
And I get to introduce them to Alfonso, who is also the owner for the shop we're going to, which is 4x4 Portal, AM 4x4 Portal.
Funny, because I was just with Kuya Albert yesterday, so he's also waiting for this video. Hey, Kuya Albert.
So Albert, yourself, and Angel and Coco, you're all in
Batang Quiapo. Yeah, we're all in one show right now.
And I saw a post recently that you had a race scene in the R33 drift track.
Yeah.
And it went viral, like 4 million views or something.
Yeah, it was really good coverage for the drift track. When we went there, I was actually really excited because it was my first time to go to R33 drift track.
Yeah.
And it's amazing, the complex that they have over there. Nice one, Raymond. Super nice place.
Were you actually driving when the chase scene was happening?
I did a little bit of the driving, a little bit. But the professional stuff, we left it to the professional. Actually, the car scene was there that day. Emon's friends. It looked good for you?
It looked good, yeah.
All right, so if she says it looks good, we'll take it.
I watched a clip on YouTube. I actually need to watch the whole series because it's only, like, they cut it out, right? They're
it's like
teasers.
It's like 10-minute clips. He challenged me to a race.
You placed a huge bet, which I love. Put your money where your mouth is.
I know, we're racing for slips. You are racing for big slips.
That's so good. You know, I haven't seen the whole series. Is your character, Congressman Miguelito, a bad person?
Definitely.
He's definitely a bad person.
Guy.
You portray it so well. The short clips I see on your IG and on YouTube are all... You're always angry and shouting.
The show is like very like high sprung if you watch it. Like I was just talking about this with Kuya Albert. It's almost like, because I've been acting for a long time, right? So I've like seen like the phases that the industry has gone into, and it's still a soap opera, but like it's shot really brilliantly now. Like it's elevated. That's what's brilliant about Coco. But it's the typical soap opera formula. It's still, you know, like a teleserye, but he's elevated it, he's refined it, and now like this is like the new era of television for the Philippines. And when you see it, like it really has come such a long way. I think the show has been going on for about 2 years now. So I just entered. I've been in the show for right about a month now. So
okay, wow, high impact for a month.
I know that's why when you were saying that I was angry and shouting all the time, you had to make an impact right away in that show.
Your character has to
really come in strong like that, make an impact. Because like one of the harder things to do as an actor is to like enter a show or join into a show
is like
midway.
Mid-cycle,
that's the hardest one. Like for me, because everyone has chemistry already. Everyone knows each other already.
I understand now. Okay.
So like we had to come in hot and heavy, and people had to feel us right away. Bench also contributed to that, so thank you, Bench.
You have been busy riding into the bench show with your motorbike.
I know. That's the most riding I've been doing. That's the most riding I've been doing the past month, sadly. see?
Because you've been working. In another episode, I saw you like Ryan Holiday. Are you a Stoic?
Yeah. Funny you brought him up. He's my favorite author. Him and Robert Greene. So I don't know if you've read Mastery or 48 Laws of Power or Human Nature. He's actually the mentor of Ryan Holiday. Funny, in the pandemic, I was reading all their books, right?
Yeah.
Discipline is Destiny, Daily Stoic, all these amazing books. They sent me like autographed copies.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I follow Ryan Holiday on YouTube. I'm a big fan of the Daily
I love
Stoic.
him, yeah. And he's a runner too.
Oh.
He loves to run.
I do download some of his stuff nga, so when I'm on the plane, I'm able to listen to it.
Yeah.
And do some like a daily mantra reminder sometimes,
Yeah.
where mindset is everything.
You know what my favorite book of his is? Obstacle is the Way.
Obstacle is the way.
And
I gotta
Ego is
download
the Enemy really changed my life. Like, it really made me so hyper aware of my ego and how it kind of holds me back sometimes. So when I read that book, it really opened up a new world for me in terms of like interacting with people, working. Those two books were really helpful for me. Obstacle is the Way, because like you and me, like challenges and difficult like situations,
Yes.
and we're always seeking for challenges, right, and uncomfortable situations. But Ego is the Enemy was very like one of my favorite books I've ever read in my life.
I love that mindset, because if you have ego, you refuse to learn.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
refuse to work with new people.
Exactly.
And you're so stuck with, I know what I'm doing.
You hold on to your pride
Yeah.
that sometimes also like gets in the way of things, diba? And like the thing is like also like for me, and especially in this industry, like it was very important for me to read that book, because this industry also has a way of cultivating an ego.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure, right? People have to build up your ego so you gain the confidence to do
Yeah.
the things that you need to do.
Yeah.
But sometimes it overinflates.
Yeah.
It's good to be confident.
Yeah,
100%.
definitely. Yeah, definitely.
But to the point where it now supersedes your attitude.
You know what worked like well for me? I read that book, Ego is the Enemy, so it like makes you hyper aware of your ego. But then I also read Mastery, so like it worked hand in hand for me, where it was more like I was reading Ego is the Enemy and making me aware of my ego. But then I also read Mastery, that made me so focused and aligned with my craft.
Okay.
So it was like removing this like non-essential things. You know what I mean? Because sometimes like in this world we're like cluttered with so much information, right?
Yes, we're guilty. We're
guilty
social
of that,
media
right?
people. We pump out content
so
because
much. Yeah.
It's what we do.
But sometimes, parang what's important is that we're very aware of like what our voices and our opinion, what we want, right?
The impact.
Yeah. Exactly.
100%. I mean, that's why I'm big into farming, and then I do ocean cleanup, and then I show people that it's not always glitz and glamour for me.
You like I've seen you at work, and the stuff the lengths that you go to for your advocacies and your causes.
Try to balance out the gifts that we have versus like what really needs to be done in society that has a big impact.
Exactly. Yeah, I agree.
I wanted to touch also on your training regimen, because I know you train almost every day.
Yeah.
And is running your main sport?
It all really depends what I have to do like for a role. Like let's say if I have to like cut weight, or I have to gain weight, or like let's say with bench fashion show, it's purely like aesthetics, right?
Rip out.
Like lifting weights. But the one thing I'll never stop doing is running.
Yeah.
Like it's more like a meditation for me. It's me getting into like a flow state. If I was going through some stuff, I usually go for a run. Or even if I was about to do something important, I'll run before doing it.
Like clear your thoughts.
Yeah, visualize the thing, clear your thoughts.
Okay, something controversial. I've never asked you this, even if I've known you. I read in the news a few years ago that your Jeep ended up getting shot at a roadblock.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask, like, what happened in that situation and what came out of it?
Wow, it was crazy. Honestly, it was still early. It was about like 7:30 p.m. I was on my way to my best friend's house, Paulo Avelina. I was caught in between this. Well, now I know. Obviously, in the moment I didn't know it, but it was like a buy-bust operation.
Yes.
So someone was trying to flag down my Jeep, but he wasn't wearing a uniform and was holding a gun.
Oh.
So there's no way. Like there's no way I will stop. I'm gonna. It looked sketchy to begin with.
Yeah.
So I went further. And then this whole scene happened where they were shooting at my car. And then finally I saw sirens. And then I was like, okay, the cops are going to catch these people. And then only to find out that
They're
I was the one who
chasing
they were chasing me. But, like I said, like through like an experience like that, which is very, very dark, you're thinking like, oh my gosh, like I'm in between this situation. This is the last place I want to be in.
Yeah.
You have press people waiting outside. Like
They hounded you.
Yeah, it was like, pardon my French, but it was a shit show.
Yeah.
And you're a center of controversy. Everyone's talking about it. The bashing's coming, trolling's coming. Everyone has their predeterminations with what's going on. For like, let's say, like 3-4 days, I was really, really in shock. Like I couldn't.
Oh, for sure. I would be.
Couldn't talk to anyone. I was just in my room, just in my bed, lying down. And I had to like psych myself enough for work because obviously I had to work as well. So it was a very, very dark experience. But now, 2 years away from it, I'm grateful it happened. I was telling my friends this, or some people who go through like dark times.
Yes.
I was telling them that, sometimes like life will throw something like this at you. And your friend, even like your family, will not be able to figure out that problem. It has to be you.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like to sit down, really reassess everything and rebuild from the ground up.
How many shots were fired at you and how
literally,
many hit?
No, I found 9 bullets in my tire in the Jeep.
9 bullets? So they opened fire?
Yeah, it was talaga,
And,
it was...
short caliber or long?
They were using pistols, but it was literally a scene from Ironheart or Batang Quiapo. Like, I tell like people when I do these scenes, these things have really happened to me, where you have someone like outside the window shooting a gun at you. So, crazy. Because it really wasn't my fault. That's the thing. Like, at the end of the day, they shouldn't have fired their weapons at someone who wasn't carrying a gun.
Yes.
So, but that was the easiest thing to do, was point fingers. I'm not gonna waste this big moment that that life threw at me.
And you survived to tell about it.
Yeah, exactly. This will be a marker of change. From that point on, I gave up alcohol.
Oh.
Yeah, I haven't had a drink ever since. And at the same time, I was more like, when you hit rock bottom, the good thing about that is that you can rise back up. That's the best part.
So how many years has it been that you've been dry?
4 years.
4 years.
Yeah, 4 years.
I've been dry for give and take 3 years. I had a wine last year with my best friend for his birthday, but I don't like drinking anymore.
Like drinking anymore.
I lost the taste for it and I lost the interest. And I wanted to ask, like, you just had the ABS ball, and I'm sure people were trying to cheers with you and ask, do you get this like, what's wrong with you? Are you okay?
I made that decision to quit alcohol. The hardest thing was this situation, like a showbiz party. This is like a lot of relationships were built in socializing, in this situation. And like I had an identity on me where, back then I was kind of like the life of the party kind of guy. Yeah. So the hardest thing was to say no, was to tell everyone that guy is done. This is me now. Like I said, like with my real friend, like with my friends or like a lot of my colleagues, if they want to hang out with me, it's usually for breakfast. Yeah. Like us, diba?
It's a healthy kick.
Yeah, and then at the same time, parang I said, like it's not easy. Obviously, like you have to take it day by day. It's not easy to say no, but I can say at this point, 4 years away from alcohol, life has been tremendously better.
That's so awesome.
Incredibly better in terms of my relationship. There's less drama. With work, like if like you're thrown a challenge or you have a problem, it's easy to kind of figure it out. You don't get frustrated. And then at the same time, at 37 years old, I feel like I'm 20 again. Like I feel healthy. I can run. I can work out. Nothing's holding me back.
I used to think I'd never be able to give up alcohol, smoking.
Me too.
I used to smoke also. I used to drink. I used to go out, and I thought like that would be me till my older age. And now looking back, like don't drink, don't smoke. I hardly stay up late.
Yeah.
For me, 12 p.m. is like, oh my god.
My gosh, like like yesterday at taping, like 1 a.m. is like a whole new world for me.
Oh my god. But with the health kick, you're running and then you've quit the alcohol. And I know when we ate last time, you were partially vegan, vegetarian.
Yeah, but I change from pescatarian to vegetarian from time to time. Again, depends on like what role I'm doing. If I have to be a thinner guy or a thinner person, then I tend to be a vegetarian for that role.
Okay.
But if I have to like gain mass or like be a bit more muscular, then I'll start eating fish. But
Okay.
I don't eat meat na talaga. Like,
Oh wow.
10 years, yeah.
10 years.
10 years.
Is that life choice or is it because?
Yeah, it was a definite life choice, but I also came to that realization long time ago that I never had a problem with meat, like the taste of meat, but I had a problem digesting it. But I felt like it took forever for me to digest.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
so like the good thing with being like vegetarian or pescatarian, I don't really like drift off from, I don't really gain too much weight.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's constant,
Easier to manage. Yeah,
Yeah.
your weight's easier to manage.
less saturated fat. On that note, Rufo messaged me last night. Thanks for the plug, and we're gonna plug him again.
Yeah.
Paella 406. Please give them a follow. Order your paella, and they have a plant-based option. I checked.
It's so good.
I
It's
checked
my
the
fave.
menu, and I'm like, okay, the day I'm going to have a ton of carbs is the day I'm going to order this.
This is the
paella.
mushroom paella.
I think so.
It's so good.
Okay.
It's my fave. Like my brother makes the best paella in town.
So we're gonna
Talaga.
plug him again. Give him a follow. Order paella.
Paella 406 at Roof Cuenca on IG. There you go.
What's up, Roof? There's so many facets of your life that are similar to mine. Where
I know. I was just telling Miss Angel this last night. I was like, we have so many similarities.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah.
and we're in the same. I mean, different generation, but same thought pattern.
Yeah.
In how we see life, how we tackle our challenges.
Yeah.
And then now food, and then exercise. Like this morning, my knee. There's something.
You work out?
There's
No.
something funky with it, so I went for a bike, slow bike.
Slow bike now.
Yeah, because you know how biking is like the lowest impact.
Yeah, no,
So-
I actually love cycling. Like, there was a time I was doing triathlon.
Yes.
Cycling was like my thing. Talaga. Till I found a motorcycle, but yeah, till I found a motorcycle.
It
But
went from cycling to motorcycling.
yeah. But cycling is so satisfying.
It
It's,
is.
yeah, it's
I don't
cheap.
know. Ah, it's cheap.
Yeah, it's cheap.
She's on the
Hey,
billboard.
That's her first billboard.
That's
and
so cool.
like for her first series of billboards. I'm so incredibly proud of her for that.
Okay, so you just started dating Chi a few months ago?
No, we've been
Or you've been together?
We've been keeping it low key, but we've been
Because-
together for 2 years now.
2 years. So
Yeah.
because we noticed all of a sudden your IG is now populated with you guys, and we love
I know.
it. Like Joey and I, obviously we follow, and then we love it. You're now public together,
Yeah,
and
you're
maybe-
gonna love her. She's like the nicest, and she's into cars too.
Yeah, maybe help her with her car. You said she was in the Vios Cup as well.
Yeah, she's actually like no joke. She's better than me in the Vios Cup.
Wait, time wise, she's better than
She
you.
was better than because I didn't. The time that I got into Vios Cup, I was just like thrown in there. I had no time to like really learn.
Okay.
And it was frustrating because you need time in the track to get better at it.
Oh my god, you know, if we can organize a Jake versus Chi track
Oh my
day,
god, I think she's gonna kick my ass.
we'll do it in Miata so that
Oh,
we
that
have
should be super fun.
Mazda as our sponsor, but I don't know if Chi is signed under contract with Toyota.
I think she's good. I think she's good to go. I think she can do the.
That'll be an interesting episode.
Oh my gosh, I think she
So we'll
can.
do morning training,
Yeah.
and then afternoon, like
Para walang excuses if she
yeah,
beats
exactly.
you.
We'll do morning training so that you both get, accustomed to the car.
Yeah.
And in the afternoon, either we do a time attack or we'll do a head-to-head race.
Let's go. Let's do it. That sounds like so much fun though. Like I'm actually excited for this.
And you'll be like, oh man,
Oh man, my girlfriend just beat me in a race, but she's actually really good.
that's so cool.
She's actually really good. Kuya Albert's like my hero, so it's like I learn from him. Like when he talks, I listen so attentively because I learn so much from him. And to me, honestly, like even like let's say my career, like a lot of things I'm inspired by what he's done.
Yes.
Yeah, he truly inspires me. He's an amazing actor and even more amazing human being.
That's
at
so
that.
cool.
Yeah.
We are almost at Phil Invest, and if you guys didn't know, AM 4x4 Portal is right across Carrera Cafe, where we usually do the RWB builds. But today, because it's a 4x4, we're definitely going to do it in the 4x4 shop. And you guys also didn't know, the owner of AM 4x4 is Alfonso Martinez, who is the son of Albert Martinez.
Albert, yeah.
And huge off-roading family, except Alfonso is actually going to have an RWB next year.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, so Alfonso Albert Coco, which is We should call it the Batam Quiapo build.
Damn, I should get one too. Yeah.
We should tell Coco, we should just film this for Batam Quiapo.
I know.
It's like
Good promo for him. And you know he watches.
Working and then you're acting on the side.
Yeah. Or do a scene.
Right?
And yeah, do a scene there. That'd be cool.
So back here in Block 10, Carrera Cafe, Carbon Detailing Studio.
I love it here.
And then AM 4x4 portal.
Say like, I love it when Kuya Albert makes Yaya meeting here. I'm like, yes.
Now in AM 4x4 portal, and we're gonna bring the truck in. It does look good with the red mud flap because the red mud flaps match the red calipers and then the red spring. Good morning.
Morning.
Can I have Americano half shot? Thank you. Coffee break here first. Carrera Cafe.
Coffee. I'm gonna have another one after
Not a
this.
sponsor. Catching up with the owners of Ride Max. And the car's here now in 4x4 portal.
Shout out to Reed pala for sponsoring my mud flaps. Thank you so much, Reed. I love the red mud flaps.
What have you done since we last saw the car? The red mud flaps.
Red mud flaps, then I bought this, the spoiler. I love the GRS spoiler, so I had to buy one.
Interesting.
To get one, yeah. So at least it doesn't rattle anymore. Because they had to recall the original because it would rattle. So Ton and them found a way to like secure it. So thank you, Ton. Shout out to Atoy.
I swear the wheels look so good. You know, we have some comments
love
also. People are like, thank you for not going with the Vogue Racing
Because
TE.
it's a calculated duct. Yeah. I'm so happy with the work wheels. Actually, I'm so proud niya.
These are the parts on the floor.
Yep.
We have our ARB skid plates. We have the front brake rotors here, which we're gonna see first if it'll fit the
wheel.
wheels before we do anything. And then we have the step boards here, and then the recovery points there.
Perfect.
Very easy. I think 2 hours, maybe 3 hour stops.
Great thing about it, it's all like plug and play. So
Like sometimes when you say it's bolt on, it's not bolt on.
Bolt on.
Yeah. But
it's so easy, just bolt it on and then di naman ganun.
have you ever worked on your car, like done
Me?
wrenched on your own car?
Car, no. My bike with my dad, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so-
asked Rufo for photos of the bike in your living room, and he said he couldn't find any.
I think I have. I'll send it to you. So yeah, I do. I have. Those are the ones I worked on with my dad. But I'm no expert, okay?
I mean, we all have to start somewhere, right? Point needs me to drill into the chassis up here. Yeah, okay, good. Nice. Right now, I am tasked to pump the brakes, trying to get all the air out. We had to start the bleeding again with the engine on. The brake pedal was going down to the floor. This is such hard work. I wish my power bleeder was working. Okay. So we just noticed the wheel lugs only get 4 turns.
It's 5 p.m. guys. We met up at almost 9,
Yes.
probably. It's plug and play. It's all bolt on. We knew it was gonna be this fast.
We're good.
Plug and play.
So I'm here to test the brakes, just to make sure we don't lock up on the highway. So far, what did you think of the first part of our episode?
Me, in the vlog, I enjoyed it. Actually got swallowed by the video. I enjoyed it.
I know you're trying to watch and people are talking to you.
And at the same time, I was like so happy with how they edited it. because they were putting like clips from Ironheart, clips from like my bikes.
I hope we did it justice, right?
You did, you totally did, and it's I was so happy with it. I got swallowed by the video earlier.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
For this part 2 is very different, right? Because we're actually building your
We
truck.
put a lot more parts today.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot
Some of it
more.
you don't see, like the under tray guards are all under.
Like I said, it's subtle. Like you really have to take a look and say, oh, that's ARB, or like that's what I wanted for it. It's like the complete opposite of my Jeep. My Jeep from far away already know there's something going on with it.
And you know it's your Jeep.
Yeah, here you kind of need to come in closer and look at it a little bit closer to see the quality of the part.
We want to ask the viewers, what else do you want to see that's not over the top?
Yeah, actually, what do you suggest, right? Like, if you guys, for all the people who have Hilux GRSs or Hiluxes, like, what do you guys think would be a good upgrade or a good thing to mod in the Hilux?
That's still tasteful and OEM plus.
That works well with this setup, which is just OEM plus.
Checking the rotors, we still haven't bedded it in. Just touch it to see if it's hot. Okay, brakes feel good. I don't think we're going to have any issues. It looks super full. See the toe points, and then the ARB. Very subtle.
Yeah, okay, now I get what you were saying.
Right?
Yeah, as long as you just see that,
just
a little bit of it,
The steering angle.
The steering's perfect now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Giving Jake small pointers on how I set up my mirrors and then how I set up a steering to the seating position so that he has optimum control of the truck.
At least the brakes are not like excessively strong, like where when you step on it.
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be.
Yeah. Because if not, you'll have a unbalanced.
Yeah, super. If it's too strong of a brake.
Yes. The sunset here is
I know, it's amazing.
Intense.
Yeah, it's amazing. Thank you so much for today, my
I didn't
friend.
get you on camera the whole day. I've been working.
It's alright. I mean, at least everybody's working and it's all working
Thank
out.
you so much for today. Today was super fun.
It was fun. It was fun.
Super fun.
Yeah.
We got all the things accomplished, right?
Yeah.
You met the team at Ride Max.
Yes.
Angie did all the work today.
No, I have a team. I didn't do all the work. I did half the work, right?
Okay.
It was fun. You know, it's like always what we want with aim for, like hanging out, having conversation.
We're just talking about it. That's exactly what we wanted today. Bonding and building.
That's what for me. That's what you miss out when you just make someone make it for you. It's like hanging out with your bros, your friends.
I love it.
Yeah, so
I love it.
I'm glad everyone had a great time.
Dude, great time.
Yeah.
Amazing. I can't wait to go
you for the
back.
Thank you. Of
hospitality.
course, anytime.
If you guys need any off-road parts, AM 4x4 Portal.
And also camping and overlanding needs.
Camping and overlanding, and
Check out Carrera
good
Cafe.
coffee next door
Yes,
also.
yes.
We'll see everyone in part 3.
Yeah, part 3.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Thank you.
See ya.